They got flack for chilling with the orange villain. Mika and Joe visited Trump at Mar-a-Lago last Friday. That's how you say it. Pissing off their MSNBC colleagues. One insider telling Fox Digital, quote, "It's disgusting, but frankly unsurprising. And it feels like they're just opportunistic." Morning Joe downplayed the drama this morning. Roll it, Dorothy.
Yesterday, I saw for the first time what a massive disconnect there was between social media and the real world, because we were flooded with phone calls from people all day, literally around the world. Very positive, very supportive. But once in a while, I would get a text or a call from people and go, "Oh, man, I hope you're doing okay." All of us are going to do the best we can do, and we're all working towards a better America.
Take it day by day.
Day by day.
So Joe and Mika, they're making a case for being reasonable. That's like a hemophiliac making a case for acupuncture. But if I were an MSNBC, whatever it is, viewer, I'd be pissed off too. Joe and Mika swore Trump was Hitler, and now they're using their Spirit Air miles to visit Palm Beach. Next, you'll be telling me Joy Reid's not a natural blonde. Of course, Trump was glad to have them. It's not like him to hold a grudge. And he said they're welcome anytime they're in the mood to scrub his toilets, adding that next time he might even give them brushes. Glenn, they said, oh, it's social media that's upset, but they're getting all these phone calls. Do you believe that?
No, absolutely not. I mean, one of the things I admire about Donald Trump is his diplomacy and how he'll talk to some of the most distasteful people on the planet, Kim Jong-un, Vladimir Putin, and the worst of the worst, Joe and Mika. But this, you can see right through this. Obviously, they're trying to keep their jobs. They're quickly becoming irrelevant. Their ratings of MSDNC are lower than those of my least favorite cooking show, Kamala's Word Salad. But the most really disturbing part is back to, folks are, oh my gosh, you talked to Trump and that's I'm triggered now. Yeah. And you have all these folks on the left that you can't even talk to anyone who has a different perspective or disagrees with you. And if you do, you get shut down, you get canceled. And to me, that's just completely un-American. We should be able to talk to each other about our differences, and that's the only way that we can work through those.
Yeah. Kat, wasn't that kind of the big mistake, is that they never, Morning Joe, never left the door just a little bit open? So it wouldn't seem as unbelievable when they meet Trump. They purposely left no middle ground. There was no redemption.
Okay, I kind of like I can't handle talking about this story anymore in the way that everybody's talking about it, with this idea of there's all this controversy, and they're like, oh, we're getting all these phone calls and this support and like this attitude of we're so brave. And when you take all the hot takes and like all the feelings out of it, you just get to the nuts and bolts and facts of the story. What happened was two journalists, apparently, of a national television news show said they would be okay with interviewing the President of the United States.
Yeah.
Like, that shouldn't be something anyone even has to say because it's so unbelievably obvious.
Yeah.
That's where we are, where it's not like where they sit down, they're like, hey, guys, okay, so this might be tough for you guys to all hear, but the guy that's going to be the president, we have decided that we will be open to interviewing him as journalists of a national news show. Like, and people, like, this is crazy. The way we're talking about this is crazy, and it really proves just how completely insane things are.
Yeah, I guess, though, they did call him Hitler for like...
Of course they did.
No, so here's the thing. This is typical of these two. Let's not forget, the last time they went to Mar-a-Lago, he was going to ask to be the VP, and she wanted a cabinet position, and they were told no. So then they went back to MSNBC and started the Trump is Hitler evil thing. And their fans, the ratings were big at first. Everyone was coming to see the spectacle, because Trump would still come on MSNBC and CNN, and he would, you're a very nasty lady and you're a jerk, but he still would weather the storm. They built this thing. So the fans, just imagine, The fans that believe that they were honest journalists with integrities, that rode with them from that time to all the way now. The election's over. All the investments in Kamala is gone. There's no cabinet position for them with Kamala. There's no special one-on-one interviews. There's no book deals. There's no money. Their ratings are so then they do what people like this. They're not even people. They're not. You have to have integrity or something. They literally said, well, let's go back to Mar-a-Lago and see if we can, what else we can get. Mm-hmm. To the fans that rode with them, it has to be shocking because they've lost friends, families, jobs. They ridicule, they go after people. You don't. We keep playing this down. The right went through cancel culture, to where a bad man who did something to an employee was gone, and then all of a sudden it was any man who even looked side-eye at a woman was gone. False allegations were dropping, and it didn't matter. You couldn't prove anything. You were gone. Mm-hmm. They literally, for a decade, convinced an entire population of people that this dude was going to put you in cages. Mm-hmm. If you had a biracial child, it was going to be taken off and moved somewhere.
That's right.
Yeah. You know how sad I would be? I have a lot. I'd miss them all, some a little more than others. But the point is like when you invest in hate to the level that you don't just get to come on TV and say, well, we've had a few differences. Mm-hmm. No. A few differences arguing over whether you want pro-choice schools or stick with the school. That's a difference of opinion. So no, they need to go.
Yeah.
What they should have done is fall on their sword and done the right thing. But they're still thinking there's an angle for them. All these networks, they're still thinking there's an angle for them.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.